Javon!
George.
Get up here.
Let's see him. What do you want to do?
Sorry.
Squeeze them! Don't let them out!
Okay.
You ready, yeah?
Tell him, sell it.
Yeah, can you hear me? Ronnie, can you hear me? Good evening to all of Radioland. We do apologize for the late start in commentary, but you haven't missed any goals. You've just missed a few minutes of the start of the game. Both teams, St. Kitts Nevis, as you heard, playing against Barbados in a friendly, feeling out each other, not making much progress towards the goal. I don't think the goalkeepers have done anything so far. We're just about, by my reckoning, 4 minutes into the game. We'll give you the starting lineups as time permits. And of course, we'll give you live commentary coming from Warner Park, compliments ZIZ and the St. Kitts SKNFA. We have Barbados kicking from north to south, going to the Lozak Road end, and St. Kitts going to the northern end, the old pavilion end, the Balang Bar end, for those of you who are familiar with Warner Park. But we have play on the eastern side with St. Kitts having a throw-in. They've started with Justin Springer, Alain Sargeant, Jamal Jefferson goal, Amory, Rogers, Blanchett, Hanley, Leader. In fact, there are two leaders, Josh Leader wearing number 12, Tristan Leader wearing number 13, Gerard Williams and Ewell Lachlan. That's the starting lineup for St. Kitts Nevis for you. In the Barbados goal, wearing the number 1 jersey is Dario Weir. He's accompanied by Morris, Jules, Williams, Harris, Hooligan, what a name, Edmey, Bailey, Hill, and Chapman, as well as Raheem Sargeant rounds out the 11 for Barbados. They are deep in the defensive half, looking to go forward. Not much pressure from the St. Kitts team. The number 6 has the ball. He's just knocking it around. That's Williams, the centre back. Goes further back for support, finds number 15. The number 15 player is Sargeant. He's just knocking it forward. It's a little cat and mouse game here. They're in their own defensive turn. No pressure whatsoever from the St. Kitts team. It looks as if they're pressuring from the halfway line. But then we see a long ball going forward. The Barbadian winger trying to get the better of the St. Kitts right defense. He goes to the ground. There's a whistle. A free kick just on the apex of the box. I have with me a budding coach, a football aficionado in Mr. Brown, Stephen Brown. He's been looking at the game. And what do you make of the early going so far, Stephen?
So far in the game, both teams are just feeling out each other. As I said earlier, the St. Kitts team was just sitting back and allowing the Barbados team to have possession in their own half. But now we're here with a free kick to Barbados, and the ball
set
is
piece. The ball comes in flat hard, headed away by St. Kitts. Not yet out of the woods. Heads go up. St. Kitts winning the ball. Barbados collapsing on it, trying to get around the man. No, eventually the ball knocked into touch, for a throw-in to St. Kitts Nevis along the left flank. That's just about 22 yards down their left side, the western side of the field. Williams takes it. That's Gerard taking the moniker from his name, from his father's name, Baby Williams. He's in the left back position right now. He goes back, not seeing much red shirts forward. Only can find his goalkeeper, who is on the ball, pushes it outside of his box, taking some acres, looking to go long, it seems. Does so now, long down the center of the field. Heads go up. Barbados gets the first ball. St. Kitts gets the second. Donates it to Barbados. Barbados looking to control. As Harris in the middle. He gives it away to St. Kitts coming forward. Pushes forward in the box. Picked off. A shot from Blanchett. In the back of the net. In the back of the net. That's Javine Blanchett. Opening the score in here. And of course, the crowd is going wild. He runs to them for celebration. Stephen.
Well, for a second there, I thought he was going to get off a shot. He was a bit off balance there. He fought through 2 defenders and got a shot off with his left foot, which I think was his weaker foot, straight over the goalkeeper head in the back of the net.
Of course, it is his weaker foot. The power blast normally comes from his right foot, that we saw a few years ago right here at Warner Park. But this time, he muscled the man off the ball, regained composure, spotted the goalkeeper slightly off his line, and simply lob shot type over the goalkeeper's head into the back of the net, much to the delight of this crowd here at Warner Park. And of course, his teammates all clubbed him and celebrated. It's 1-0. St. Kitts Nevis opening the scoring by our reckoning in the 9th minute of play. We'll get that official time for you. But the official goal scorer is Javine Blanchett. Can Barbados respond? Here they come again, Barbados, deep in their own half. They are waiting, looking for possession. Again down the left flank. Heads go up. St. Kitts this time, heading away. That looks like Alain Sargeant. Barbados trying to penetrate. Read well by Tristan Leader, the number 13, the captain. He goes back to Jamal. Jamal gives a boot upfield, just about the center circle. Headed on by Josh Leader. Josh Leader trying to find Amory. Amory, number 19, playing wide. He has supported number 8. That's Tata Hanley. Gets around the man. Slides it in, no, fakes, then gives it to Josh Leader. Josh Leader goes on the left flank, finds a defender overlapping. He pushes inside, trying to find, that looks like, we call him Mughead, it's St. Kitts, 1, 2, 3 passes. Barbados intercepts momentarily. Here they come. Push to the ground. Yes, the whistle goes. But St. Kitts looking to break down their left flank. Both teams trying to go down the left flank.
Yes, it seems to be the stronger of both teams, as we see Tata doing an overlap there on the left flank, helping out the number 19 player in Giovanni. And that was a good position there from St. Kitts Nevis just now. And here we go with Barbados down their left flank once again.
Light pressure coming from the St. Kitts team, just about the defensive third, not heavy pressure. They're marking out into the midfield and holding the Barbados team at bay. They try to come forward, not many yellow shirts available. It's deep in their own half. The defenders just knocking it around. Then they try to go forward, past the halfway mark now, looking for some spaces. Not many spaces. Red shirts converging them. And the referee is not happy in the way the red shirts are converging. He's blown his whistle for a foul. It's a foul against St. Kitts, probably the second one for the evening so far. And we have number 16, Harris, taking it. He goes over to 6. Number 6 for Barbados, Williams. Williams trying to go down the right flank. Meets the head of, it looks like, Errol. We have Gerard Williams intercepting here, knocking the ball into safety. In fact, the ball ricochets off of a Barbadian attacker and goes aimlessly for a goal kick. So the man Jeffers, Jamal Jeffers, will take care of it in terms of the goal kick.
As the game progresses, Al, it's a bit surprising to see Gerard on the left back position. He's usually in the midfield, anchoring that midfield. But tonight they have him playing on the left back.
Yes, well, Coach Passy is never one to hesitate to try things in terms of the formation and try different people. He's used him at centre back before. He's used him in defensive midfield position, and now he's trying him as a winger, wing back, because the regular wing backs for St. Kitts Nevis, St. Just, in fact, Ewola Lachlan also played there at one point, are not there. And so he's probably using the... See, Amory makes a break. It could be a dangerous break. He goes into the box. He's looking for support. He tries for goal. Blocked it by Barbados. And Amory should have shot on goal, in my opinion. He faked to go for goal and then crossed the ball, but only to find 3 yellow shirts. But a very interesting, very dangerous break there from Amory, Giovanni Amory.
Yes, it was indeed, Al. And here comes Singers again. Gerard on the ball, passes to Errol. Errol loses the ball. Here's Barbados on a counter. One-on-one the keeper, shots for it, and...
Oh, yes, we had a dangerous moment there for St. Kitts Nevis. Now they're out of the woods. Break by Barbados. And Jamal Jeffers came off his line like a hare and took the ball away from the Barbados attacker. Now St. Kitts is countering. The number 5 for Barbados takes it, gives it up to the St. Kitts attacker. Over to Amory. Amory takes it nicely. Going down the left flank. Beats his man smartly. Looking for the cross. Sends a fanciful cross there. St. Kitts can get a shot. No. The Barbados defenders collapse on them and blocks it. Here they come again. Josh Leader picks it up in the middle. Gives it out to Javine Blanchett. Javine Blanchett is trying to get around the corner. He fakes. Turns back. Finds support in Leader. As Josh Leader. Josh Leader goes on the inside and finds a yellow shirt. Perfect bad pass, as we'd say. Long ball downfield. Looking for a foot race on the left flank. Here it comes. Out comes Jamal Jeffers, just in time. Could have been danger for him, but he read it well and was able to clear the ball back to the center field. Barbados trying to settle now, going from center to left. Oh, and a mistake there from the Barbados player. Yeah. Lifting his foot as if he was stopping a basketball, and the football instead rolled under his foot for a throw into St. Kitts Nevis. 1-0. Just about 15 minutes gone. St. Kitts leading Barbados in this international friendly. It seems as if we have an injury. The goalkeeper for St. Kitts is down. Probably when he cleared the ball, he had a knock. And so the coaches now have a chance to do some coaching in the natural stoppage. We see the Barbados coach come to the sideline. He's now talking to his number 5 player, Bailey. He's getting some instructions. Is that the number 5 player?
So that's the number 15 player.
Number 15, that's Sargeant. And you can see him remonstrating and show the instructions passing on now to number 17. That's Hill. Hill is going to probably pass on the other message. So this is coaching going on at the moment. Kenny Douglas is on the field treating Jamal Jeffers. The St. Kitts players huddling in two or three small groups. You can see a group down there between Ewola Lachlan, the number 5 player, that's Justin Springer, tall, lanky, fair-skinned guy. A number of players are converging around Jamal to make sure he's all right. Meanwhile, the backup goalkeeper in Adolphus Jones is probably up and flexing his muscles just in case. And not missing much football. It's injury timeout more or less here at Warner Park. Again, we see the coaches choosing the opportunity. He's pulled 3 other players to give instructions to. That's Jomo Harris is one of them. Again, he called Sargeant. And again, he's called Hooligan or Hooligan. I prefer to call him Hooligan. Very interesting name there. So too, we see players coming to the sideline for St. Kitts Nevis. That's the number 10 player for St. Kitts Nevis. Wearing the number 10. That's Rogers, Kimari, Moghead. All those names belong to him. And we're just about to resume. So already that's about 2 minutes that to be added on at the end of the first half, by my reckoning. Here is St. Kitts. Come forward, long ground pass. Not read well, not picked up by Hanley. Push back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper knocks it far to his left side. Controlled now by Barbados. They're deep in the defensive half. Jomo Harris picks it up. He's under some pressure. He goes back to his goalkeeper for some help. Gets it too. Goes out to their left back. They're in their left flank. They're on the eastern side of the field. Now come to the center, from left to center. Turns, number 6, goes down the left flank. Handled well by the St. Kitts defense, but only as far as the Barbados, who picks it up in midfield. They have numbers in midfield. 1, 2, 3. Passed on to the diminutive figure of the number 6 player for Barbados. He tries to go forward. Picked off by St. Kitts, but only momentarily. Possession goes back to Barbados. They're just about past the halfway mark now. Williams picks it up, robbed by Kimari Rogers. Kimari Rogers only has one person assisting him. He goes try to go into the middle to find Hanley. Doesn't do so. Cleared away by Barbados, but only as far as the eastern touchline. Again, the ball comes forward aimlessly. Josh Needham trying to make a break. The whistle goes. It's against St. Kitts. He's called back the foul. It's against St. Kitts. No, it's against Barbados for the ball being played forward. The referee wasn't happy, so he probably was trying to allow advantage to be played. It wasn't gained, and so he has pulled back the foul. Here comes St. Kitts again. Long ball over the top. Read well by Morris. Chest sits down. Puts it to his left back. His left back goes to his left flank. Left flank comes into Williams. Williams goes into the number 6 player. Picked off by Amory. Amory trying to find Tata Hanley. Doesn't do so. Josh Leader picks it up in the center circle. Rogers connects. Rogers slides it through. Picked off by Barbados. Fancy footwork. Getting on the man. Getting in the pass. Number 15 has it. He's trying to go down the left flank. Again, Rogers doing some defensive work in the attacking area. Barbados, however, trying to go forward. Springer cuts it out. Gives them a throw. Throw in. Barbados. Barbados. First pass in. That's Hill. Takes it now. Tries to find the number 15. Sargeant going down the flank. Springer for St. Kitts is in attendance. Knocks it away. Here comes a cross. Heads go up. Clearance. Rogers gives it up. Back to number 15 who shoots and shoots. Oh! All the way downtown into 4th Street. Disturbing the traffic with that ball. And this is where we missed the man, Stedroy Teixeira. He would normally position himself down there to ensure that all the balls come back from downtown. I wonder if anybody will play his role, but we have some ball boys there. Again, we have the physio on the field, Kenny Douglas, working for his money tonight. Just about 20 minutes gone, and he's been on the field twice so far. 1-0. This can't be a time-wasting tactic by St. Kitts with 20 minutes gone.
No, I don't think so, Al. There's plenty of football still left to play. Just think the players getting some excessive touches here from the Barbados team, who's trying to be a little physical in St. Kitts attacking third.
Well, in body size, the Barbados back four is much bigger than the St. Kitts back four, I would say. And they normally tend to have tall, robust guys in their team. I can recall some time ago when they came to St. Kitts, the defenders were the more menacing attackers, especially on the set pieces. We just didn't have anybody to match up with them in terms of height. But here comes St. Kitts, a goal kick, only as far as Barbados. The first ball, but that's knocked into touch on the eastern side for throwing to St. Kitts. Heads go up, flicked on. Hanley controls. Hanley loses the ball to Barbados. Barbados tries to go long downfield. Picked off by Gerard Baby Williams, who's playing in left back position. He heads it forward. Amory is trying to get to one man. He simply muscled off the ball. Throw taken. Williams, who's more or less in the centre back position, looking for support now. Amory gives his half challenge. He goes long. Springer is able to shadow it down to the keeper. Comes off his line. That's Jamal Jeffers for St. Kitts. And knocks it into touch. Barbados again from the throw-in. Williams in the middle of the field. Tries to go back to his support player who doesn't read it. That's Sargeant. Sargeant doesn't read the ball. In fact, he gives it up to St. Kitts Nevis for a throw-in on the western side. Just about 30 yards up. He chooses to go back to his keeper again. Knocks it forward. Could be trouble. Fortunately for St. Kitts, Gerard Williams was able to knock the ball off of a player, and St. Kitts donates the ball. Williams gets in the passing lane, the running lane of one player. A little mini jeep runs into a Mack truck. Man goes down. Play continues. He gets up. St. Kitts, one pass to Rogers. Rogers to Williams. Williams dribbles a bit, goes forward, finds Blanchett. Blanchett gets around his man, has a free pass. He goes back to his supporting defensive player in Springer. Springer wearing number 5 for St. Kitts tonight. Slide it up to Josh Leader. Josh Leader goes in the inside, finds Ewell. Ewell goes left flank, right flank, a good change ball. Can it be read? Can it take advantage of? Who's over there? Sheelan, Muslin, Sheelan. The referee's not happy, gives St. Kitts a free kick. Taken quickly, Blanchett chips it forward. Finds the number 8 playing Tata. He looks to control. He has company. He gets on the man, but the man sticks in a boot in time.
Lovely defense by the Barbados players there. St. Kitts was on the break with Tayer Hanley turning the corner, just about ready to play in a fabulous pass before the Barbados defender came in and knock away the ball.
Oh, yeah. Boot came in just in time, because from there could either be a shot on goal, probably a power shot at near post, or the killer pass to find another attacking player. Here is St. Kitts on the corner. 2 men out there, left foot in swinging corner. Heads go up. That's Tata Hanley coming off of the outside edge, as we say in cricket, and going down to the boundary for 4. But that's not important here. It goes aimlessly past the upright. Barbados will take the goal kick. They do so now. Hill takes it. Hill is looking to go long. Hill is looking for an attacking player. And the number 11 player, that's Jules. Jules has a number of men around him. A heel. Leader comes in. Heads go up. And finally, the clearance is coming now upfield from Alain Sargeant into the center circle. Only yellow shirts. One red shirt, that's Hanley. Pass gets around Blanchett, down the left flank. Ball comes in now. It's a low drive, cleared by, that looks like Gerard Williams. No, that looks like Ewell Lachlan, clearing from the top of the D for St. Kitts. Barbados again, hitting the ball from the center circle, from center to left. Who's the short man over there? We'll pick him up in a short while. But the number 2 player, that's Morris, is on the ball now. He goes long, trying to find Barbados attackers. One of them is offside. The flag goes up. The referee assistant here is Iroots Appleton from Antigua. We have Antigua St. Lucia. The number 2 is from St. Lucia. The 4th official is Basu. He's from St. Kitts Nevis. And we have Kerry Skeppel, a former footballer for Antigua Barbuda, carrying the whistle. It's very good when we see former footballers taking out the whistle eventually. They tend to know the game a bit more. Discussion could be long and hard. Here is St. Kitts. Blanchett losing out. Barbados slides the man forward. It's a race down the left flank. Springer gets there first for St. Kitts. Knocks it into touch. The ball boy is very active. In fact, he's so active he has 2 balls on the field at the moment. Good job nonetheless. Here is Barbados looking to set it up. St. Kitts falling deep back into defensive posture. Numbers getting behind the ball. Only 1 man forward. But here is Barbados looking for a cross. The cross comes in just over the crossbar, just wide. Jamal Jeffers was there, nonetheless, monitoring it and shepherding it through. And of course, he's taking his own dear time to get the ball back from over the internal fence. 1-0. St. Kitts Nevis leading with just about 25 minutes gone. It's a goal kick. Going long. Just past the center circle. Heads go up. Rogers misses. Kimari Rogers able to turn the man. Gets the pass in to Williams. Williams chooses to go all the way back to Jamal Jeffers. One touch. Big punt through the center circle. Number 8 for Barbados gets it up to Sargeant. Sargeant going on the right flank. A nice heel pass back to Sargeant for Mr. Portincas, but Springer is there and reading it. Springer intercepts and puts it into touch for a throw into Barbados. This they take quickly. Sargeant has it now. Sargeant looking to cross. Springer again blocking. Springer doing some good defensive work. The throw in. Springer again winning the little battle there. Amory picks it up, gives it to his teammate Rogers. Rogers goes forward, trying to find Hanley. Hanley lucky to get a little ricochet from a defender, gives it to Amory. Amory down the left flank. Can he dribble the man? Can he get the cross in? Here he comes. Gets one pass, finds Josh Leader. Josh Leader goes to his favorite left foot, finds Blanchett looking on the right flank. Blanchett at an acute angle, trying to shot, blocked. Sink it, still picking it up. Here is Blanchett, a 1-2 pass with the man on the right side. The cross comes in, Barbados clears. Barbados with the ball now, the number 16 player, that's Jomo Harris, being muscled off the ball there. A good win for St. Kitts, Treasury and Leader. Here is Blanchett, Blanchett, Leader, back to Blanchett, Leader, Blanchett back to Leader. Cross, no, blocked by Barbados. Whoa, good combination, just the final pass. That wasn't too accurate.
Beautiful play by the St. Kitts Nevis team just now. Leader looked like he was ready to send in that ball, and he just hit his next foot. But here we go, goal kick to Barbados.
Water. Here is Barbados trying to come out of the defensive third. Senk is giving them that space and racking up more at the center circle or at the apex or just the beginning of the midfield third. Only light pressure being applied, sometimes just one man. The man in this occasion is Hanley. Hanley, now he's joined by Rogers, but they're not putting too much pressure. The tight market is in the midfield. They have to go back to their keeper in Bailey. Bailey then slides it over to Morris. Morris going up to the number 16 player in Jomo Harris. Harris looking for help. Almost intercepted there by Rogers, and his work forced a throw-in on the far side. The throw-in comes now, Blanchett takes it, and he gives it up to Alain Sargeant. Alain Sargeant is playing in the right back position. He's looking to go long, no, he touches it. Now he goes over, trying to go up to the center circle, find Hanley. Hanley tries a shoulder pass, trying to find Leader. Leader blocked partially, the ball comes long. Baby Williams in the center circle, knocks it into the midfield area, eventually settled by St. Kitts. One pass, two passes. Baby picks up the second pass, it goes back to Alain. Sorry, not Alain, that's Springer. Springer goes all the way back to Jeffers. Jeffers tries to go down his left flank, but he's going to need Kim Collins, Usain Bolt, Asafa Powell to catch that one. Here is the number 17, that's Hill, trying to go on the inside of the field. Clearance coming from St. Kitts, but not very far. Into the stands the ball goes. Hooligan, Haydee, Hooligan the hooligan is there, trying to get into the action. He heads it, but not very far. The ball still aerial. He comes back on it. He's working very hard. Number 8 and number 6, that's Williams. Hooligan and Williams in the midfield doing all the work for Barbados. We see Barbados winning a throw on the far side. It's still 1-0. We're on the 30-minute mark or so, 15 minutes to go in the first half. The goal being scored by Blanchett in about the 9th minute. Here they come again, Barbados. Looking to get a cross on the left side. Ball eventually knocked away for a throw in, it is? Yes. Yes, this is a throw in. The referee indicates that now. So Barbados will have a throw. Normally these guys shoot the ball very far. Is this their big throw? We call it a corner throw, because the ball gets invariably into almost the 6-yard box. Let's see what will happen here. St. Kitts is in the defensive posture, about 10 men back, only Hanley forward. Double marking at times. First ball comes in, the cross comes in, blocked partially, then cleared, not very far, just about 10 yards or so down the right defensive flank for St. Kitts, and a player goes down. Stretcher being called onto the field.
As we stop for this injury here, Al, We realize as the game progresses, the Barbados team is getting more into the game. They're having a lot of possession, especially down in the St. Kitts defensive half. Is this some sort of concern for Team St. Kitts Nevis?
I don't think it's too much of a concern, because by the time they take to get down to the defensive half, St. Kitts has more numbers. St. Kitts got the numbers game. They're getting numbers behind the ball. And it appears to me that that is what St. Kitts want them to do. They want them to come down and then spring the counter-attack using players like Amory and Tata and Errol and Javim would normally spread the ball to these guys on both flanks. So let's see if it will work. They're certainly giving them the possession in the defensive third and certainly looking to pick off the ball. But as you said, in the last 5 or so minutes, they've been getting deeper and deeper down. Not able to get shots, as you say, because the numbers are there blocking the shot and the passage for the attacking players. But here they come. This one looks like it's going to be the big throw. The player gives it to the man. He goes all the way up the hill, or halfway up the hill, sorry. Now the throw comes in. As far as the 6-yarder, heads on, hits the post. Saved by the post on that occasion. Heads on, it looked aimless, but at that moment, Jeffers couldn't get to it. Here they come again with another long ball. Heads go up. Clearance coming from St. Kitts, but only as far as Barbados midfield. He beats one man. The cross comes in now. Headed away by Springer. On the far post, a shot coming in. Oh, another wild shot going down to the Lozak Road football house.
As we just saw there, Al, the deep line defense from St. Kitts is beginning to hurt them a bit. That was the first shot near on target for the Barbados team off of a long throw-in. So St. Kitts team need to be now aware of this.
Yeah, well, I think that one was just a bit slack marking. They needed a man to get in front of the Bajan player, Barbados player, and he didn't do so. As I said, the ball looked quite aimless. The flick on looked quite aimless until it struck the crossbar in at the 90-degree piece there. But Jeffers was there. He's somewhat short. Don't know if he'll be able to reach up into the V.
Well, his reflexes are quite vivid, so probably he might have made it.
Here comes St. Kitts with Hanley. Hanley to Williams. Hinds upfield, trying to find Blanchett. Blanchett, ball knocked away from Blanchett. Knocked long, trying to find, oh, this is Holligan. Going down the right front for Barbados. Can he get the cross in? Williams is there. Williams forces him back. He tries to turn. The cross comes in now on the far post. Up goes Jeffers. Jeffers partially punts it with his hand. Then clearance comes in, only as far as the center circle. The ball comes back in, trying to go to the far side. Williams reads it. Williams gives it to Amory. Amory tries to get around his man, doesn't do so. The number 17 player gets a shot on goal. Blocked partially. The clearance comes from Springer. The foul, is it offside or just a matter of a foul? No, the flag didn't go up. So it's just a foul. But risky play by Amory, trying to get around the man in the defensive third.
Yes, very well. Yeah, he tried to go inside rather than come on the outside. If he lost it, the pressure would have been less. He might have gone out for a throw.
Right, he had the line to use just in case he lost it. A little nifty player, I think it could be encouraged, but not in that part of the field. Here comes Blanchett trying to head. Ball eludes him. Barbados picks it up, but only as far as Gerard Williams. Gerard Williams getting up in the midfield at times, probably losing his position. But here is Barbados down the left flank. Sargeant in attendance. The cross comes in. The heads go up. That's Springer. Only as far as Harris. He's been hustled off the ball. He takes good control. Ball blocked partially by Amory. Goes into touch for a throw. Just about 35-minute marker. 1-0 St. Kitts. They scored in the 9th minute. A beautiful shot from just by the D from Javim Blanchett gave St. Kitts the lead. Ball knocked away for a throw to St. Kitts Nevis. They have the ball and they have the lead. Trying to get out of the defensive third. Amory, a big ball upfield. There's no one there but the Barbados defensive line. Here they come again. Sargeant into Hill. Hill into, that's the number 6 player, Williams. Who wasn't able to make much of it. Williams going down the right flank. And we see Jamal Jeffers working the clock a bit, carrying the ball to the far side of the box. taking his own day time for the throwing. Here is St. Kitts Nevis. 1-0. They would want to keep it tight, as they would say. Goal kick again. Again, Blanchett doesn't challenge. Springer being muscled off the ball. Heads go up. Leader. O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin tries to go long, loses his footing. Barbados intercepts. Barbados takes it, going down their left flank. Here comes Barbados, stripped. Foul. Just about 20 yards into the attacking. That's still a midfield turn. But it's Barbados with a free kick. The referee probably having some words with the man who tripped there. No cards. We haven't seen any cards in this friendly match between St. Kitts Nevis and Barbados.
Here we have another injury.
Yes. Asking for the stretcher. It looks as if he's in a lot of pain. Hole in the groin area. Number 6 player in Williams going over to him. We'll figure out who it is on the ground in a moment. Coaching in natural stoppage. We see Passys getting up and doing some articulation for the players out there. Blanchett is now taking the message to the rest of the team. I think the ball, or he got struck in his soft area, his delicate area. Some people call it the jewels of the Nile. We'll see what happened here. Just a little bit of, yeah, look if that's the area. The lady came on, the lady physio for Barbados. Gave him a few pumps and he's up and good to go, as we would say in St. Kitts. Not missing much football. Yet another injury where a player went down, had to get some treatment. And now we will start with a set piece. Ball comes long. Jeffers, easy take. Javelin throw. Out to Javier Blanchett. Muscled off the ball, giving it up. St. Kitts wins it back. Blanchett pushes forward. Has a man to his left, goes to him now. That's Amory. Amory is free to take a touch. Control, pushes into the box for Javier Blanchett. Can he get there first? He does so now, but it's in an awkward angle. Can he get past these two players who've given him some attention? Goes back to Williams. Williams comes into Amory. Amory controls, trying to get past two players. Ball being knocked away, knocked downfield. Picks up by Williams. Williams goes square, finds O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin looking for support. He goes further to the right, finds Rogers. Rogers releases Sargeant on the right flank. Sargeant comes in the inside. Leader trying to head. Clearance from Barbados. And eventually they knock it back to the goalkeeper for safety.
It's good to see the St. Kitts team. They're attacking for a moment there. They've been soaking up a lot of pressure the past 5-7 minutes there. Here comes Barbados back on the ball. The number 6 player.
Number 6 player, that's Williams. Looking to control things. He hands it over to, it looks like 16. Yes, the number 16 player. We'll get his name for you in a while. Harris. Harris on the ball again, getting back the ball. Trying to find Jules. Williams. Hill. Bailey. Bailey still with the ball. All Barbados for now. Sargeant. Hill. Cross. Heads go up. Flicked away by St. Kitts. Or the Barbados player just couldn't get it on target. Clearance into Amory. Amory robbed of the ball. Williams. Williams trying to get on the right flank. No, he's muscled off the ball. 2 players go to the ground. The referee's not happy. Foul? Is that a foul against St. Kitts?
Foul against St. Kitts, yeah. As we see, the Barbados team are getting more and more into the game, more and more further down the field. It's only a matter of time before they register their first shot on target.
Well, let us see. And of course, the St. Kitts Nevis defense would have other ideas. They haven't had a shot. It was a flick-on header. That's the closest that they got a few minutes ago, but it's still 1-0. Just about 40 minutes gone. This is the time when St. Kitts Nevis wouldn't want them to get shots on goal. Just before halftime. Here is the set piece. Fake. Then the shot comes in over the crossbar. Going straight on goal. A little scenario there from the practice ground where Williams ran over it and allowed Hill to kick, but it wasn't on target. Here is Jamal Jeffers, the goalkeeper. Upfield. Flicked down by Blanchett. Leader. Trying to get control. Leader trying to find Rogers. No, he doesn't do so. Knocked away by the Barbados defense. Errol is in attendance. Helped out there by Williams. Williams goes left to find Amory. Amory trying to find Rogers. And Rogers goes to the ground. Being kicked by the Barbados defender. Referee agrees with me and gives St. Kitts Nevis a free kick. I have 40 minutes. Kick taken quickly. And the man was offside, but nonetheless it was robbed by the Barbados defender in number 17, Hill. Free kick now taken by Bailey. Steals a few yards. Upfield. O'Loughlin to Blanchett. Blanchett, chest control, puts it down. Passes off to Springer. His own defense. Springer goes back to Jamal Jeffers. One touch to feet. Down through the center circle, trying to find Hanley. No. Intercepted by Barbados. St. Kitts looking to settle the ball. They do so now with Williams. Williams dribbles a bit, turns, finds Springer. Springer being muscled off the ball, but at the same time, yes, Barbados take the throw quickly. They're in the box. Leader, chosen leader, sacrificing everything to clear that one for a corner for Barbados.
St. Kitts Nevis was quite lucky just now with Williams losing the ball so close to his defense.
And as per usual, yeah. Shot corner taken. Hill turns on the inside, tries for goal. Knocked away by St. Kitts only momentarily. Barbados still in the box. This could be dangerous. The shot comes in and it's in the back of the net. On the near post. Barbados has equalized. It could have been dangerous. It was dangerous just before halftime. And you predicted it, Stephen Brown.
Yes, as I said, the St. Kitts team was sitting back too much throughout the half, allowing Barbados to have all of the possession. And with possession go confidence. With that confidence, Barbados rallied forward time and time again. Where it's not throw-ins, it's corner kicks, and before you know it, ball in the back of the net. I thought Jamal could have done a little bit better there because he beat him on his near post, but there was bodies in front of it. Probably saw that one late.
Side late for sure, and I'm sure he was upset. He demonstrated because you know goalkeepers never like strikers to score on their near post. Should have narrowed it down. But here is St. Kitts Nevis in control in this midfield, getting some touches, and they go forward. This time Hill takes it, goes long downfield. Jeffers off his line, chests it, and then kicks it into the stands. Probably a bit premature because Springer was there monitoring it. And now that Barbados has scored, I think we're going to have another interesting wide open game. It's 1-1, just about 43 minutes gone. We had a number of injuries, so we expect a few more minutes to be added on. Barbados trying to go from center to right. Sargeant in there, he reads it well, knocks it forward, but only as far as the touchline. It's throwing to Barbados. They go to Morris in the defense. Morris finds Williams. No, he goes with it instead and tries a shot at goal. Number 2, Morris, the central defender, is trying to spring a surprise on the whole of St. Kitts Nevis.
That was a bit audacious there. He just crossed his halfway line.
And ambitious. Just past the halfway line and he's trying a thing. Here is Jamal Jeffers. Punt downfield in the center circle. No, just past the center circle. He doesn't like it. The referee, Sargeant, is guilty of pushing on Amory. Hanley, for control, giving it up to Barbados. A long ball goes forward, only as far as Jamal Jeffers, who picks it up easily. We're looking to change the angle, the direction of play. Goes from left to right, pushes it upfield a bit more. Way out of his box, goes downfield, up goes the head. Blanchett looking to get the second ball. Shields it and shields it well, gets the throw. Here they come, St. Kitts Nevis. Ewell giving it away. Barbados will take a throw on the far side. The number 2 player that looks like Morris will pick it up.
We will have 2 minutes of added time in the first half. as signaled by the fourth official. That's Trisley Basso.
2 minutes extra time. What will happen in this time? Teams are normally cagey. They don't want teams to score on them. But the kick goes upfield, slides off the Barbados left boot. St. Kitts Nevis throwing. Blanchard trying to settle it. Blanchard trying to flick on. And we see the flag going up. Foul against Barbados. The whistle goes for Skeppel. And the entire park has been notified that it's only 2 more minutes left in the first half. St. Kitts Nevis versus Barbados. 1-1. St. Kitts in the ninth. Barbados just a few moments ago in the 41st minute or so. Here they come with the set piece. St. Kitts left foot calling inside. Heads go up. And a great save! A point blank save by the Barbados goalkeeper Weir.
That was a beautiful delivery by the man Josh Leader coming from the right flank using his left foot. Wonderful back post run by Javine Blanchett. Wonderful header. Beautiful save by the keeper. Don't think he saw that one coming.
That was Blanchett again? Was it?
Yes, it was Blanchett.
Blanchett being a menace. Here comes Amory on the far post. This time he's fouled. Falls heavily. Oh, that could be dangerous. I definitely know he's in pain. He was knocked out of the air, fell heavily and awkwardly. Good sign to see him getting up. A tough man. Good build for a goalkeeper. Very tall, certainly over 6'2". And he gets the foul. He came bravely for it, and the bodies in the box, mostly red shirts, knocked him to the ground. But here is Hill for Barbados on the right side, looking to go long. Picks up Sargeant, knocked away by Williams. That's Raheem Sargeant for Barbados. Rasha Jules up front. The target man, he makes a run. And the whistle goes for a half-time. So it's 1-1. Half-time gone. St. Kitts Nevis 1, Barbados 1.
The seats are filling up. It's nice. We just need to get a good reception from the crowd and give some energy towards our players on the field.
All right, it's going to be Barbados with the center pass for the second half. The score is 1-1 here going into the second half. Let us see what will probably happen here. I think the Kittitian crowd will be hoping for a victory for the home team. Barbados team will be having other ideas. Kick-off to Barbados, number 9 with it. He passes it out. This is one to the wayside, number 20. Picks it up. That's Amri for St. Kitts. Turns it back to the goalkeeper off the head. He takes it up quite easily. And he boots that one. Jamal downfield on the right side. Looking for some space, not getting there. All the way, allowed to go all the way back in the defense of Barbados. Picking it up on the left side. They're coming forward, having a bit of space in defense once more. Barbados on the left side, still not being challenged. This one booted up left side of the field. Leader picks it up. That's left there for Josh. Josh turns it inside, looking for some movement, finds Hanley. Hanley goes to the right side. He finds Blanchett. Blanchett looks for Hanley. He's going down on that right side, trying to go on the attacking side now. Pushes that one back. In the middle of the field, finds Jaheim. Jaheim gives it away. An errant pass. Picked up once more there by Leader. Leader turns it inside. He finds Josh. Josh trying to swivel between two players. Find Blanchett. Blanchett unable to control that one. Still has it just outside of the box. And here's some clearance coming upfield. The ball collides into the chest of Blanchett and goes across the western touchline, Brown.
Yeah, it seems like we picked up where we left off in the first half. We're very much sitting back. No pressure from the attackers. I guess Coach Passy decided he wanted to stick with that. But we seem like we're having some joy on the right side of the field and the ball coming back down.
Here, this one onto the head of Leader. Taken down there by the number 24 Singh. He's trying to control that one. Is Sargeant. Sargeant not being able to control. Find Jaheim. Jaheim back to Sargeant of Singh. Turns it inside. He finds Hanley. Hanley looking for Blanchett. Not being able to control it. Goes across the western touchline. Just away halfway into the attacking half for St. Kitts. Picked up there by Amri. Alain Amri. Throws it inside. He looks for Hanley. Tata Hanley. The ball being ushered across the western touchline. A little more pressure on Barbados on their left side of the field. Think it's probably spotting something on that left side. Let us see what will perhaps happen here. It looks as though it's going to be a big corner throw to St. Kitts to be taken from the right side of the field. The score is still 1-1 here at Warner Park. Big throw comes into the area, easily defended there by the defense of Barbados. Trying to come forward, not really getting very far. Picked off there by Sargeant. Sargeant goes to the right side looking for Jahi. Not being able to control the number 15 for St. Kitts. That's O'Loughlin. And it goes across the western touchline. It's going to be another throw into St. Kitts Nevis. Errol O'Loughlin, no. It's Sargeant. Sargeant with it down the right side, trying to get around the defense and not really being able to control. It goes across the goal line, and it will be a goal kick to Barbados Brown.
Well, it seems like the coaches have really pinpointed that something on halftime that they seem to be attacking it on Barbados' left side, because since the kickoff in the second half, the ball has stuck on the right side for St. Kitts in the attack.
Here is Barbados still trying to come out of their own half, trying to go forward. An infringement called against team St. Kitts Nevis on Josh Leader in the center of the field somewhat, just inside the defensive half for Barbados. Taken now, putting that one over, looking for his number 17, Hill. Hill is trying to control the ball, being bungled off there by Sargeant. He's still the number 11, trying to go forward. That's Jules. Jules finds the man on the top of the box. The goalkeeper, Jamal, having to come off his marker for St. Kitts Nevis, and picking that one up quite easily. Boots it down the center of the field, giving it away in the process. Picked up once more by Barbados on the left side, trying to move forward. 1-2 pass. Finds the player on the left side, crosses that one inside, and Jamal will take that one again very easily inside of his own goal area. Picks it up. No real problems there. Negotiating that one pretty well for Team St. Kitts Nevis. Now he tries to go down on his left side. Not well controlled there by Barbados. It goes across the eastern touchline for a throw-in to to St. Kitts Nevis in their own defensive half. It's still a 1-1 situation. The throw comes in once more on the left side of the field, trying to go forward. The ball intercepted by Barbados. They're coming forward. St. Kitts Nevis collapses as well. That's the O'Loughlin not being able to control it. Here comes Barbados up on that right side, trying to put in a challenge. It's still with Barbados, still trying to go forward. A bit of a hold in there. And it goes across the eastern touchline, very deep in the defensive half of St. Kitts on their left side.
Yeah, I think St. Kitts player over there, I think O'Loughlin, he seems to be a bit lucky. He seemed like he may be a foul, but the linesman seemed to judge differently. So now St. Kitts keeps possession, and it's back to the keeper.
Keeper Jamal boots that one down the right side of the field onto the chest of Jaheim Blanchett. He rolls it to the right side. He's looking for Sargeant, number 20. Turns it inside, finds Kimari. Kimari to Blanchett. Now he finds Sargeant. Sargeant finds Kimari. Good touches there by St. Kitts Nevis. Turn back, finds Blanchett. He's still looking to go down the right side, turns it back, finds Sargeant. Sargeant chips that one inside, looking for Hanley. Finds him too. He cuts between some two players, finds Josh. Josh swivels and turn. Here goes O'Loughlin, a diagonal pass, finds the man outside on the left side. That's Amri. Amri looking to go down on that left side now, not being able to get through, and intercepted well there by the defense of Barbados. It goes across the eastern touchline, but good ball movement on the part of St. Kitts.
Some lovely intricate play on the right side between Blanchett and Rogers. I've got a bit of 1-2 in between them, keeping a triangle, but you see the ball played to the left and we lost the ball, so it may be a reason why they're playing the majority on the right side.
Some 7 minutes into the second half. It's still a 1-1 situation here. First goal being scored in the 9th minute by Jaheim Blanchett. And Barbados getting the equalizer in the 43rd minute. Here they come, the number 12 for Barbados, trying to push on forward. That's Chapman on the left side, gets that one across, and Jamal goes up high and collects that one quite easily this time, and has it under control inside his own penalty area. And the crowd very, very quiet and actually waiting for something to happen for Team St. Kitts Nevis. This one booted up the right side onto the head of Josh. Josh still trying to push on forward by Hanley. Hanley getting that one across. Not really been able to control it. It goes back into the defense of St. Kitts Nevis on their left side. Goes across the eastern touchline. Picked up there by Holligan. Holligan of Barbados on the far right side. Leaving it now for his number 17 in Hill. Coming forward quite nicely is Barbados, just outside of the penalty area. Gets the one across in front of the box. This one could be dangerous. Is Barbados trying to get forward, a bit of a pushing on top of the box. One there by Blanchett. He's swiveling and turning, turns it back, finds Trizan Leader. Leader goes to Sargeant. He's back to Trizan, and Trizan trying to get that one upfield. Intercepted there by the number 8 Hooligan of Barbados goes across the western touchline for a throw-in, taken very quickly by Kimari, not getting the return pass. Williams intercepts well. Here is Barbados getting that one back in their own defense, turns it square, looking for their number 5, finds him easily. That is Bailey. Bailey goes further to the right side, gives it up in the process, picked up there by St. Nevis, trying to double and go forward, looking for Tata, and not really getting onto that one was Hanley. Intercepted by Barbados. Here they're coming forward just about the center line. Counter attack by Barbados. Finding number 11 quite easily. Jules with it down on the left side. He's now walking into position down on the left side, getting into position, trying to get that one across, but it goes across the western touchline. It will be a throw into St. Nevis. Oh yes, it would be deep in their defensive half on the right side.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I think it seemed, as again, it seemed like it was supposed to be a foul on St. Kitts coming in from the side, but the referee decided no, it was not a foul. Surprising, but St. Kitts ball.
A bit of a booking there. I don't know if it was something said by O'Loughlin why the referee had to go to his card, giving a caution and taking his name in the process. I believe something was said to the referee.
Yes, probably. The battle between the Barbados player, he feel he was maybe unplayed, not well, but he got the card for talking.
But here comes Blanchett within inside his own half, trying to push on forward. Intercepted there by the number 11 of Barbados, Jules. Goes across the western touchline. And here comes St. Kitts Nevis again, trying to go up on that right side. The ball onto the head of Rogers. Taken down by the number 8 of Barbados, Hooligan. Intercepted by St. Kitts. Here is Josh twisting inside out. Is still Josh with it, trying to go down the right side. Chips that one inside, finds Hanley. Hanley's trying to go past. The custodian comes off his mark for Barbados. That's Weir, Dario Weir. And collects that one quite easily in the process.
Good play from Josh Leader. Good recovery of the ball, held the ball well, and found a key pass, but the attacker couldn't reach it in time.
Well, Hooligan back to Bailey of Barbados. The ball in the center of the field, won there by St. Kitts Nevis. A square pass, finds Amri on that far right side. The ball is with Amri now. He's trying to beat the man, beats him nicely, goes down on the left side. He's looking up to get that one across. He's been closely challenged there by 2 players from Barbados, and the ball goes across the eastern touchline. It will be a throw-in to Team St. Kitts Nevis. Yes, very deep in the Barbados half on the left side of the field. It looks as though we are going to have a substitution. And out should come the number 8 of St. Kitts, Tahir Hanley. Was not had a very good game. Been taken out for the number 9. And number 9,
Carlos Bertie.
Carlos Bertie is going to take his place. So we have Tahir Hanley coming out, and we have Bertie taking the field, the number 9. Let us see if Bertie can make a difference on the top there for St. Kitts Nevis. Well, score is still 1-1 here at Warner Park. We have had just about 10 minutes already into the second half. We are going to see a throw in.
Another sub?
Another substitute here. Amri being taken out.
For number 23, Vidal Hendrickson.
And Vidal Hendrickson coming in for, so he's going to take the place on the left side. Vidal Hendrickson, we know him to be a very good defender, overlapping defender on the left side of the field for St. Kitts Nevis. And so Vidal is in for Amri. And for Tahir, we have Bertie. So let us see if that will make a difference. Here comes Barbados, just about the center of the line, trying to go forward. A bit of pushing there on Vidal, just coming in and trying to get some muscle in. A bit of a jump in as well. And it will be a dead ball situation to St. Kitts Nevis, just about the center line, center circle area. Score remains 1-1 here at Warner Park. No goals yet in the second half. This one is Trizan Leader, central defender, turns it inside looking for Blanchett. Blanchett chips it to the left side of the field. Taken down quite easily, finds Vidal. Vidal turns it inside looking to get the player going forward. A bit of a push in there by Bailey of Barbados. central defender, and it's going to be a dead ball situation to St. Kitts Nevis.
Yeah, the Barbados defender tried to shut down the striker, but he did it overzealously and came into the back. Very hard push, very clear for the referee to see. So the free kick, about maybe 40 yards out.
Some distance outside. He's probably not going to take a shot. It's going to be a chip over into the area. Here, Josh, a dummy move. And here is Kimari trying to chip that one over, not getting it on target. This one booted back into the penalty area. 2 players on top of that one. And probably just standing there in an offside position. Been flagged there by the assistant referee on the right side of the field.
Yeah, the Barbados backline did well after the initial ball didn't beat the first man. They all stepped up in unison and therefore playing 2 St. Kitts attackers offside.
Well, here's Vidal chipping the one up on the left side of the field, looking for Josh, finds him too inside, trying to control that one, a bit of a holding and a pushing in the process. Ball is still with St. Kitts Nevis, trying to go forward. The ball comes off the St. Kitts midfielder, goes across the eastern touchline just inside the defensive half of Barbados, thrown in very quickly. Controlled by Barbados, just about the center line on the far right side. They're trying to come forward. Here is Holligan trying to go down the right side, intercepted there by Vidal, boots it up the center of the field, collected there by Bailey. Bailey with it in defense, chips it forward, finds some assistance from his number 12. Chapman on the left side of the field looks for his number 6 in Williams. Williams finds Holligan, number 8 for Barbados. Still inside their own defensive half, chips that one over now, looking for the overlapping player. And goalkeeper Jamal comes off his mark quite easily and picks that one up inside of his own area. The score remains 1-1 here at Warner Park. No goals yet in the second half, and the crowd just waiting for something to happen, Brown. You can see they expect what they expect right here.
It's a bit difficult. They say, as again, we're still playing a defensive tactic here. Just now, the defense and the midfielder had enough time to pick a pass. All 3 St. Kitts attackers were back on the half line. So I think if we get a bit more energy on offense, we could get the code into it.
Well, they look a little better, a little more composed in the second half, more purposeful. They've been trying to get forward. They have made some 2 changes so far. They've taken a Tahir Hanley for Carlos Bertie, and also Amri, who was on the left side, took him out for Vidal Hendrickson. And so we see some more movements of the ball, and St. is at least attempting to get forward, but the defense of Barbados standing strong. Here is their number 2 with it. That's Morris. Morris with it for Barbados. Chips that one forward. And here comes Springer of St. Kitts, heading that one down, finds O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin turns it inside. He finds Blanchett. St. Kitts trying to build. This one goes to the left side, find the overlapping Vidal. Vidal turns it up the left side of the field, looking for some movement. Turns it back, find Vidal again. This one chipped over, looking for some movement on the top for St. Kitts Nevis. Not getting there. And the ball intercepted by Barbados. Here's Williams, turns it inside, finds Holligan. Holligan back to Williams on the far right side, turns it back. He's looking for some support. Barbados still with it in their own half. Holligan with it, touches it all the way back to Morris. Very strong defender, central defender. Looks for some help, finds Bailey in their own defense. 3 powerfully looking defenders for Barbados. Holligan in the middle of the field, turns it inside, looking for Morris. Barbados playing around with it in their own defense. Now to the left side, finds Morris again. Chips that one inside now, looking for some movement on the inside, looking for the number 11. With it, he's trying to muscle his way forward. Is Jules. Jules tangling between some 2 players, picked off there by St. Kitts. Williams with it, looking for some movement on the top now. Here is Bertie. Bertie's trying to go forward. The ball goes across the western touchline, and the call going against St. Kitts. A bit of a push in there by Carlos Bertie, number 9.
Yes, just tracking back with the defender who had the ball. I see him just giving a nick on the leg, and the linesman decided to give the Barbados defender a free kick.
Well, here is Barbados with it. Bailey. Bailey goes to the far left side. He's looking for some support, finds it too. Looking for Hollywood, intercepted there by Girard. Baby Williams within the middle of the field, turns it inside, overlapping well, coming through. He says Baby Williams trying to go forward. He's going to the ground, and the ball being taken away by Bailey. Here comes the counter attack by Barbados. now into the attacking half. The ball is with Hollywood. Hollywood touches it inside, finds Jules. Jules looking for Hollywood, cut in between the defense, and Springer comes around and snapped that one across the western touchline. Springer has been playing a very good defense for us.
Very good. I'm always protecting his defensive partner, Mr. Leader. Again, yeah, I agree. He had a very good game, but now I'm realizing that it seems like they have a change of shape in the St. Kitts team. I see Gerard Williams pushing up in the central midfield now.
Well, he has been overlapping from a defensive posture. Here he's trying in the middle of the field once more, goes to the left side, finds Vidal. Vidal turns it inside, finds Gerard. He goes back, finds Springer. Justin Springer with it for St. Kitts Nevis, turns it inside, looking for some support. This one snapped inside, finds Blanchett in the middle of the field. He turns it back on the outside. He finds Trizan. Trizan now on the right side of the field, trying to push on forward, cuts inside his Kimari, back to Vidal. Vidal looking for some help, cuts on the left side of the field, looking for Baby Williams. Is all St. Kitts Nevis now booting that one long in no man's land. And Bailey allowing that one to go over his head all the way back to Dario Weir, who picks it up quite easily for Barbados. Here they are building. Barbados finds Morris. Morris turns it inside, finds his number 2. Goes further to the right side, finds Bailey. Bailey cuts on the inside, he finds Williams. Is Barbados building, goes to the far right side, looking for some help, turns it back, finds Bailey. Bailey once more, goes square, he finds Morris. It's all Barbados in their defensive posture, still in the old defensive half. Now he's trying to push on up to the left side of the field, looking for the number 11 in Jules. Jules cuts on the inside, a bit of a pushing, a strong move there on the part of Vidal, and an infringement called against Team St. Kitts Nevis. And Jules, number 11, with it, looking to push on just outside of the penalty area on the left side of the field. You have Chapman. You also have Jules, number 11. We see Hollywood hovering around that particular one. It's been left for the number 11 in Rashad Jules. And probably this is a set play by Barbados.
And a substitution by Barbados.
And a substitute.
Number 10, Jamal Chandler, comes off, and number 16, Jomo Harris, comes on for Barbados.
All right, so let us see what Jomo can do. And here they are. The ball is with the number 11, Rashad Jules. And this one curls inside the goalkeeper bin. Oh, that one should have been in the back of the net for Barbados. There was the goalkeeper behind the attacking player in Williams, and he headed one over the crossbar. Oh, that was a narrow miss there by Barbados. He should have put that one into the back of the net because the goalkeeper was caught behind the attacking forward. All he had to do was to safely put that one into the back of the net. He was not successful. That is a sad miss for Barbados.
I think it was a case of he being surprised he was so open. The St. Kitts back line went to sleep, and he was basically free for a near post header. But I say he seemed like surprised that he was so open and then missed the chance.
Well, here they come now. They seem to have been given new life. Barbados trying to put quite a bit together. Justin Springer, the ball being taken away by Hollywood. Hollywood is coming forward now. Barbados has come to life. They're coming across the penalty area. Think it's having a bit of work to do. Picked up there again. Springer releases that one, finds the number 10 in Kimari. Kimari swivel and turn. It's still Kimari. Turns that one inside. He's looking for Jaheim Blanchett out of position. An errant pass. This one pushed forward. And you see the anxiety now rising for both teams. Picked up by Williams of Barbados, trying to go square, intercepted, still won by Barbados. Jules puts that one inside, is in the middle of the field, intercepted by the defense of St. Kitts Nevis. Now looking for Blanchett, trying to settle that one down. A bit of a pull-in by Blanchett on the center forward, just hooking him in the waist.
Yeah, and with a loose first touch, and the Barbados defender came in and he put him a slight tug back. But in the past 5 minutes, Barbados has been going in this game.
Well, this one strong right into the clutches of Jamal, who takes that one down. There was Chapman hitting that from way downtown and easily collected there by Jamal in goal. Here's with Kimari on the left side of the field. Sink is needing to actually slow the play down. Here's Gerard Williams with it, turns it back. They look for Springer. Springer goes to the left side, looking for some support, finds Vidal. This one goes up the left side, given away once more by St. Kitts Nevis. Picked up by Bailey. Bailey turns it inside. He finds Morris. Morris looks up, finds Bailey on the right side. Barbados playing 3 men in defense. This one push forward on the attack, finds Joel here. He's a shot on goal, but goes wide of the eastern upright. Barbados now trying everything and really trying one from downtown. That one going wide of the eastern upright.
That seemed to be a result again. Barbados going in confidence, and now with the confidence decided to take a shot from on top of the box, even with the entire Saints backline behind here. Saints need to step up the game because Barbados seems likely to score soon.
They'll have to be extremely careful. Here they are. Ball with Saints, trying to get the one around. Is Sargeant not getting it very far, and it goes across the western touchline for a throw-in. It's still a 1-1 situation here. We have had no goals in the second half. This throw comes in looking for Williams, intercepted by Sinkis. One again by Barbados. Chapman for Barbados turns it back. He looks and he finds Morris. Morris goes square. He finds Bailey. Is Barbados now dominating this game in the second half once more? Chips that one over, putting the defense of Sinkis to work. They have to come in ahead. That one down. Finds Girard. Girard tackles that one across to the eastern side. One by Sinkis. The tackle comes in from Hollywood. It will be a dead ball situation to Sinkis Nevis just inside the defensive half on the left side of the field. And Sinkis players will have to settle down. They still have quite a lot of time remaining, about 22 minutes into the second half. Ball is with Tristan Leader, turns inside, he finds William. Williams not really been able to control that one. This one be taken away by Girard. This one trying to split the defense and intercepted there by Barbados, trying to get that one downfield, picked up there by Sargeant. It's with Jaheim. Jaheim shielding this one well, but put under some trouble. Still Jaheim turns it back. He finds Chizan. Chizan turns it inside. He finds Vidal. Vidal goes for a diagonal pass, gives it away, picked off there again by Hollywood. Turns it inside. Here comes Barbados with it on the right side of the field, trying to put something together. Turns it back, look for some support. Finds his number 2 in Morris. Hits that one over, looking for the overlapping player. But it goes across the eastern touchline. It will be a throw-in to team St. Kitts Nevis. St. Kitts Nevis really having to work in defense. The pressure is coming fast and furious.
Yeah, and the crowd senses the pressure because now we hear a bit of moans and groans from the crowd. So that won't make the players confident, but the St. Kitts just need to take the time and get back control of the game. And I'm sure we could get back into it.
Well, still have some time to do that. And I'm certain that the coach will be looking at the players and see how much commitment he's getting out of the player. Another change being made. Is it Errol O'Loughlin?
Yes, Errol O'Loughlin, and coming on, defender Johannes Mitchum.
Okay, Johannes Mitchum been brought in for Errol O'Loughlin. A change being made. I did say that the coach perhaps will be looking at the players, looking a bit flat in this past stage of the game. Here is Morris, defender for Barbados, goes back to the right side, looking for some movement. That one just headed across the eastern touchline. It will be another throw into Barbados, halfway in the defensive half of St. Kitts, really applying some pressure on that right side. Chips that one over the here. It's come Barbados trying to get behind the defense. It's still Barbados on the far right side. This could be dangerous. Barbados trying to get out on a bit of a push in, and actually wins as the corner on that far right side. Barbados looking very threatening from the right side.
Yeah, the St. Kitts left back Vidal. He seemed to start to commit to go forward, but we lost the ball in midfield and the ball came down. But he did recover well and defended it, but conceded a corner.
Barbados now looking for their first corner in the second half to be taken from the far right side. Let us see what they can make of that. All of the St. Kitts Nevis players are back in defense, and some 10 players in the penalty area for St. Kitts. One just standing outside, the number 6 in Mitchum, just coming on. Johannes Mitchum, that one comes across and goes off the head and goes across the goal line for a goal kick to St. Kitts Nevis, and Jamal Jeffers will take it, the number 1 in goal for St. Kitts Nevis.
Yeah, the Barbados striker got out well, but he just couldn't get the direction on the ball. But he did tower over everybody for that header.
Here comes Blanchett working very hard. This one comes across, finds the man in Kimari. Kimari waiting, cuts on the inside, beats one player. Is Kimari beats the player on the inside. Here comes the shot and goal in the back of the net. Oh, Sinky scores. It looks as though it's Bertie striking from inside of the area. It was the man Kimari who looked so calm and composed on that one. Shifted to his left foot, cut on the inside, then split the defense open. And Bertie ran through the number 9. Made no mistake and hammered it into the back of the net for the second goal to Team Sinky's Nevis.
Well, good play from Bertie and Rogers. Bertie got the ball, hit it out wide, and made the obvious run down to the middle behind the defender. And the Barbados defense seemed to just fall asleep and let him make the one behind. And even when he received the ball, he took his time, found the corner, and hit it, and it was a nice finish, very clinical.
Well done there. So when we thought that Sinkids was doing something
against the run of play,
anything, something came out of nothing. A good play there by Team Sinkids Nevis between Kimari and Carlos Bertie, finishing well and putting it into the back of the net. And I am certain that the coaching staff of Sinkids would have liked that one. But here comes Barbados counter-attacking up the field, finds Blanchett. Blanchett has it, touches it back, finds Gerard. He boots it upfield now, looking for some movement. Here's the goalkeeper, being put under some pressure. That one being headed back, and Dario Way picks it up, rolls it to the right side. He finds Bailey. Bailey turns it inside. He's looking for his number 14 in Greaves. Greaves with it, goes to the far right side, turns it back, finds Bailey. Bailey for Barbados, deep in his own defense, goes square. He finds Morris, number 2. Morris has with him Chapman on the left side. He still has Bailey on the right side. He goes across to the right side. He finds some help there. He's number 14 in Greaves. Greaves comes forward over the center line now, chips it one forward, looking to go forward. And the head of Trizan leader goes down. Here's Blanchett. Now Sinky seem to have come alive. A split pass there, finds Canary sprinting away on the right side. He turns that one inside quite quickly, and barely having to defend. Barbados defending well. Upfield, not getting it very far. Still in their own defense, trying to go forward. Picked off there by Sinky's Nevis. A bit of a pushing there, and Bertie putting some pressure on the defense of Barbados. And now they're trying to come out of it. Finds Hollywood, turns it inside. He finds Graves. Graves with it. Turns it back to Hollywood, boots it upfield, looking for Jules. Not getting there. The ball being headed across the eastern touchline. Let's see what happened. Turns it back. Hollywood again, just about the center line, trying to come forward, trying to split that defense. This one breaks into the Sinkids Nevis defense and put across the eastern touchline quite easily. The players not really getting back for Sinkids Nevis. And so the defender in Springer really spotting that one and putting it across the eastern touchline very deep in his own defensive half. He has done a tremendous amount of work tonight for Sinkids Nevis. That's Springer.
Yes, very good display, very good. I'm very impressed. He seems to be covering, not taking too much chances, being very careful, and covering his defensive partner well.
Here is Sinkids again being put under some pressure. That one of going across the goal line and giving up the corner kick. And so Barbados has won their second corner kick for the second half. And the minutes are ticking away. Just about 40 minutes into the game. Can Sinkids Nevis hold out and probably win this one? Are they going to go into a defensive posture? This one comes across into the penalty area, and Springer once again heading that one out. More pressure on Sinkids, been headed out. It's still Barbados, a shot on goal, and goes over the crossbar from just outside the penalty area, just outside the arc, and taken really strongly, and the ball just lifting over the crossbar. Another opportunity for Barbados.
Well, Sinkids did well to defend it, but he didn't get too much distance on the header and dropped well for the Barbados striker on the top of the box. I'm pretty sure he's going to be upset if he didn't get a shot on target.
They say hi, hello, George Pigot, my good friend, is probably listening to this one and hoping that Sinkids Nevis can win, but Barbados would have other ideas. This one splitting the defense, and the Jamal Jeffers coming off his mark and gobbling that one up. Here is Johannes Mitchum turning that one, find Carlos Bertie, going all the way back to the left defender. Sinkids Nevis still in contention. Johannes Mitchum turns that one into the middle of the field, find Trizan. Trizan finds Baby, who now playing a little higher. Chips that one over, find Kinari, and Pikami trying to go forward is Kimari. and trying to get behind the defense. Sort of got behind for a while and then held it back, looking for some more support. And then the defense of Barbados just knocking it across the goal line, giving up the corner kick to St. Kitts Nevis to be taken from the right side. And probably will be Kimari on top of this one again, leaving it, in fact.
Let's play shot.
On the left side, cuts on the inside quite smartly, gets that one across on the top of the box, and the ball played outside. Picked up by Gerard, Baby Williams, shifts it to the left side of the field, finds some space. St. Kitts Nevis again! It should be a goal! Oh no, what is this? Can't believe it! An open goal there for St. Kitts Nevis. What a play inside of the area, and it should have gone into the back of the net. It was Blanchett, and he missed it totally. An open goal. Unbelievable.
Well played ball from
That
the
could
left
have been the
side into
third
that
one.
post to Blanchett, and I don't know what happened. I think he mixed up his feet, but he got it all wrong.
Well, it's still 2-1 in favor of St. Kitts Nevis, but there was an open opportunity. You could not have wanted it any easier. Just himself and an open goal, and he really messed it up big time. And I'm sure he's looking to the heavens. He can't believe, after scoring such a brilliant goal, to open it for St. Kitts. He messed it up. Here comes Johannes Mitchum. A nice dainty pass given away there by Gerard, winning it once more, cuts inside out. Now he's playing on the top. He's creating more problems on the top. Williams, this one comes across, find Jules. Here's a counter pass here, looking for the man Jules on the left side, going forward for Barbados. It's still Jules on top of the ball. It's Jules on top of the ball, trying to swivel and turn. A bit of a holding and a pull-in. And it's going to be a dead ball situation. A Sargeant there having to hold Jules down deep in the defensive half outside of the penalty area on the left side. Barbados having another opportunity. This could be a set play. It's 2-1 in favor of St. Kitts Nevis. And if they lose this game, Blanchett is going to be really, really sad.
They have to be careful and set piece if it's taken to the far post.
And it curls and goes over the goal line. It's going to be a goal kick to St. Kitts Nevis. Yes, Brown.
Yes, Blanchett. I don't know what to say. He missed a very brilliant chance to put the game to bed. I'm sure he'll be hoping that saying it's don't concede, because he's having nightmares after this.
Definitely so. Here's Jamal Jeffers with the goal kick, and hits it to the left side of the field, looking for Josh. Finds him, turns it back. St. Kitts Nevis really coming to life. Finds this one, swivel around, looking for Kimari. Kimari tracking this one down on the left side. The goalkeeper being put under some pressure and ushered across the western touchline there by Williams. Graves getting it away. This one turned inside, finds Baby. Williams turns it inside, finds Johannes. Ever so calm. Ball breaks on the left side. Touch back by Josh. Turned inside, finds Carlos. Carlos looking for some support. Goes to the left side of the field. Ball touch back. Looking for some help. St. Kitts put in quite a number of passes together. Still, Johannes with it. Controls well in midfield. Finds, or gives it away momentarily. Picked up there by Trizan. Trizan goes a bit square. Vidal not getting it on target. Finds Johannes, heads that one down. Chips it inside. This one could be dangerous. Trying to go forward. No. Finds Blanchett. No, it's Johannes with it. Trying to come forward. Still with Mitchum. Again, another opportunity right to get between some three players. Williams been bungled off the ball. Not getting very far. Picked up there by Bailey in defense for Barbados. Now boots that one long. Looking for Hollywood. Not getting there. St. Kitts heading that one forward. Picked up again on the left side of the field, trying to go forward. A bit of a tackle coming in, and that one goes across the eastern touchline, or it's going to be a dead ball situation to Barbados. The score is still 2-1 in favor of St. Kitts Nevis. Goal scorers for St. Kitts Nevis, we had Jaim Blanchett in about the 9th minute. Good kick from just outside the area, got over the goalkeeper's head, Weir, into the back of the net, and the second one was rather interesting, with Carlos sneaking inside of the area and really hammering it with the right boot past the custodian into the back of the net. And Here is St. Kitts Nevis up the right side now, looking for Johannes to go forward. He beats one player on the left side. Still Johannes trying to go forward and allowing that one to go across the western touchline, just inside the defensive half. A very skillful player is Johannes.
Yeah. He seems to be a good dribbler of the ball. Even with his small stature, he seems to be able to control the ball and dictate some pace.
Out of the Newtown area, probably related to Mitchum and the other brother.
Kareem,
yes. All of them past students of Tucker Clark Primary School. Can tell you that for some. Well, this one into the middle of the field here is Barbados trying to go forward, a bit of a handball, but the referee not picking that one up. Goes all the way back to Jamal Jeffers. Boots it up the right side of the field, looking for the head of Kimari, not getting there. Picked up there by Sargeant. Boots that one forward. Time ticking away. Probably we'll see some extra time in this one. Weir with it for Barbados. Rolls it to the right side, finds Morris, turns it back to Weir. Weir now looks for Bailey. Barbados behind by 1 goal, looking to do something. The ball goes to the right side. Looking for some movement. Here is Barbados, just about the center line, turns it inside, looking for some movement, finds Jules. Jules not being able to go forward, picked up there by St. Kitts Nevis. Here comes Jaheim Blanchett trying to dribble this one on the left side, holding on, looking for support, turns it back, finds Baby William, no, finds Johannes, who tries one way out of range, trying it from downtown. Not his type of shot.
Showing a bit of inexperience there, a bit almost back to the halfway line, decided to take it on instead of keeping possession. Coming down to the end of the game, we should try to control the game instead of not necessarily trying to score more.
Well, here St. Kitts Nevis going forward. Bertie trying to line something up, and the goalkeeper having to throw himself to the right. There was Bertie from outside of the box, and the goalkeeper might have just injured himself there. Something that looked nonchalant, and he just hammered it. And the goalkeeper throwing himself full stretch to the right, bringing off another good save for Barbados.
Yes, I love the skill from Bertie, flicking it over the defender and take a little shot, that dribble, bounce. But that's a difficult effort shot for the keeper when it continually bounces, because it can bounce over the goal, and I think that caught the keeper off.
Here is St. Kitts Nevis again going in with the header, and that one going around the upright on the near side. A few chances, more chances coming in the second half for St. Kitts Nevis.
Yeah, I think Barbados made another sub and taking off Ronaldo Bailey and bringing on number 14, Antoine Graves.
Looking for some attack, taking out a defender for an attacking player. They're looking to get a goal, looking to get the equalizer, and Sink is trying to deny them that opportunity. Here they come across. Barbados still with it, turning that one back in defense. Just about the center circle, goes to the right side of the field. He's still with Barbados, finds Jules. Jules touches it out to the right side, looking for some movement on the inside, finds Jules once more. He's looking for Chapman, goes square. He finds Morris. Morris now coming over the center line. Well, number 5, that's Bailey. Bailey's still on. Ronaldo Bailey, number 5, he's still on. He's right here. And comes around.
Sorry, maybe it was number 15. Sorry, I mixed up for 1 and 5. It's in Raheem Sargeant.
Yes. Here is Barbados trying to come forward and trying to head that one down, trying to control. Here is Sink has been put under some pressure, trying to get it off field. One by Barbados there on the left side. The shot comes in and goes around the western upright. A slight block there by the defense of St. Kitts, so it will be a corner kick to Barbados to be taken from the left side. St. Kitts Nevis will have to be very, very careful in the closing stages of this game. Just about, 7 minutes? That's a lot of extra time.
Yeah, and right before the effort, it seemed like a Barbados player was fouled, but the referee deemed it not a foul, and he was down in the area.
This one comes across and headed again by St. Kitts across the goal line. It will be another corner kick to Barbados to be taken from the left side of the field. St. Kitts been put under some pressure with the corner kick. Barbados looking for the equalizer. Again, Barbados comes, gets that one across and hits that one over the goal line, it will be a goal kick to St. Kitts Nevis now.
Yeah, the Barbados attacker did well to get in front of his defender, but again, didn't get his bearing right and headed it out.
Not getting it on target at all, but you have to be careful. These players are getting in front of the defense of St. Kitts Nevis, and that can prove very difficult, for the goalkeeper when that happens. And we see Gerard Baby Williams coming across and getting some drink. Like we're having a substitution.
Yeah, it seems like St. is going defensive, taking off the first goal scorer, Javian Blanchett, for his K-on teammate and captain, Clyde Mitchum.
So Clyde Mitchum taking the field for Jaheim Blanchett, the goal scorer, scoring in the 9th minute for St. Kitts Nevis, and should have had a second quite easily, an open goal. And up to now, we can't tell what really happened.
Oh, who knows? Maybe that may be a reason he came off.
Because he's really a prolific goal scorer. He has good control, and it looks as though we're having another substitution. Josh Leader. Josh Leader been taken out, and who been brought on? Javon Brooks. Javon Brooks is a youngster.
Yes.
He's about 17 or so. I think he plays for Newtown as well.
Yeah, one of the many players who just took part in the Concacaf Under-20 tournament recently.
Ah, I see. Okay, very young player. It's good to see him out there for St. Kitts.
Oh, we've just been correcting. He's 16 years old.
About 16, yeah. Oh, okay. I know him too. He went to the Newtown primary school. Well, it's a 2-1 situation here at Warner Park, and we are in the closing stages of this game. We see Javon Brooks being brought on, a 16-year-old from the Newtown area, playing for the Newtown team as well. And he's out there for St. Kitts Nevis. It's good to get the feet wet. And here is the man himself. The ball being taken away there from Gerard. Here's Barbados looking for the equalizer there on the far right side. The ball being taken away now. Here comes Kimari, counter-attacking from that right side. He's cutting on the inside, putting some pressure. He's looping forward, a bit of a blocking foul there by Barbados. And Kimari was into his stride, trying to attack the goal, take on the defenders. And we saw him colliding with a midfielder.
Yeah, it seemed to him like he had actually tried to sprint forward very quickly, but had a very heavy touch. But he was quick enough to get in, get the touch, and get fouled, and allow St. Kitts to keep possession of the ball.
Here's St. Kitts Nevis on that far left side. Kimari with it, playing around somewhat with it, trying to get around the defender. Does so now. Dainty little player chips that one back, and picked up there by Graves of Barbados on the top of his own box. And now he tries a diagonal pass onto the head of the number 5 in Justin Springer. Takes it down with the chest quite easily. Here they're going Mitchum with it. One boots forward, back and forth. Big burly Mitchum standing there. Picked up by Barbados, just about the center line. They're trying to go forward. Still looking to do something, that one chip forward. The goalkeeper misses that one. What a terrible miss, and had to be cleaned up there by a sergeant of St. Kitts. An awfully looking miss there by Jamal Jeffers. He'll have to be extremely careful. The number 10 for Barbados. A bit of a holding on Carlos Bertie by Hollywood.
Yeah,
knowing that Bertie is a very, very dangerous player.
Right before the foul on Bertie, I mean, it seemed like a miscommunication between Sargeant and Jeffers for a simple ball back, really, and Jeffers missed the ball, but luckily his defenders were back to clear the ball.
Well, number 20 in Sargeant for Team St. Kitts Nevis. Another substitution by Barbados. They can make about 5 substitutions, I think. About 5. 3 minutes remaining. Let us see if St. Kitts Nevis can hold out. This one played down the left side of the field, finds Brooks. Brooks turns it back. He finds Gerard Williams looking for Brooks. Brooks trying to sneak past, turns that one inside, touch back. Finds the man Williams, goes square to the left side, looking for some movement. St. Kitts Nevis trying to push on for a bit of a hole in there, and Kinari not allowing him to go forward. The ball being picked off by St. Kitts, given away. Picked up by Mitchum. Mitchum with it. Johannes trying to go forward, a bit of a touch inside, trying to hold on to that one. Here they're trying to get around. The ball being pushed across the eastern touchline, very deep in the defensive half of Barbados. It will be a throw-in to St. Kitts Nevis. 3 more minutes, let's say 2.5 minutes remaining in this game.
And Barbados seems to be knowing its end, getting a bit aggressive, trying to win right at the ball to get back down to score. But now the referee is on point and calling fouls as needed.
Well, it's a dead ball situation to Barbados. Want to take it very quickly. They are behind by 1 goal. 2 goals to 1 in favor of St. Kitts Nevis. And let us see what Bailey can do. Turns it inside, finds Morris. Morris looks up now, looking to go forward for Barbados. Still in their own defensive half. Score is 2 goals to 1. They'll have to push on up very quickly. The ball being blocked again by Carlos Bertie. Push back into his own defense to his custodian. Weir off his line. Finds the man there in Morris. Morris finds Bailey on the right side. Bailey now boots that one. Diagonal pass, looking for his number 8. Not really getting there, and the ball being headed across the western touchline. We're looking for Holigan. Well, St. Kitts Nevis trying to hold on to a slender lead. Under some pressure now, a throw-in. Halfway in the defensive half, taken very quickly. Again, head across the western touchline. Very deep in the defensive half once more. St. Kitts Nevis with it. And let us see if they can hold out. Probably just inside 1 minute. The ball being turned all the way back to Chapman. Chapman boots it across the center of the goal. Releasing that one in St. Kitts Nevis. And is it the end of the game? Yes, it is. And it's the end of the game, being signaled there by Skepper of Antigua. And St. Kitts Nevis has won this friendly international against Barbados.